of Southeast Asia, guys. So top of the top. So let's go.
Right now we'll be heading into the match. This is Soy. This is Soy with me as well as Chocho commentating on BO1 first half of the match. So right now we see Moru spawning near the hospital entrance actually, and we're going straight towards the ruins area. Ruins area is Nana, which is the acrobat, right?
Yeah, seems to be the acrobat here going around this ruins area, using the wall to just break the line of sight from Moru.
And we see Nana will be taking the kite at ruins. Nobody's at ruins, so he's not interrupting any ciphers. I believe this actually in ruins is one of the best kiting areas for accurate because of the wind the ability to just rotate around with the palace as well as because Hunter doesn't have clear sight of you actually. So
Oh,
that is
nice
one of the
ball, but Moru just moved aside and now very close. That was such a risky vault, and we can see the wheel real quick here. Trump card and the Tensho Chocho.
Yeah, and I believe Nana will be rotating. Oh, will she be able to rotate into the hospital because that's one of the best cutting areas around hospital? But jumping over the hunter with the red bomb, eliminating his bombs activation. So Acrobat getting the basic and entering hospital. Continue his kite.
Yes, going to the second floor here is a very good strategy, but here Moru knows that and putting peepers right there to have complete vision of it, and will manage to do the chain bomb on Nana.
Yeah, very accurate bombs on Moru's bonbon side. Right now the cipher progress is about almost 3 ciphers already. Very fast decodings on the survivor side, and Moru is gonna chair at the near birdcage area, and not too sure whether Sugar Team will decide to come for the rescue. Cipher is not okay. It is a pretty good kite, really, considering it's almost a 3 cipher. But I believe Sugar Team, if Hunter doesn't give chance, they might not go for the rescue. But if Hunter, which is more, we're gonna give chance, then maybe a elbow pad to the chair immediate rescue. But Mercenary does have the wanted order, so that would be very difficult.
Yes, and we see actually the magician was the one crouching, just trying to give that tinnitus earmark to Moru, just to avoid him from moving from this area, because Moru doesn't have much cipher control ability, so he needs to camp this chair with his life. This is the most important part of Bonbon gameplay, to camp that chair and to avoid any rescue. But now the magician is still giving the earmark. There is no one coming close to that chair. So yes, they're definitely going to sell Acrobat, and now Moru already feeling there is a magician here and immediately spotting him.
I mean, this kite just starting right after the acrobat has flown to the sky. Actually, this is not looking too good for the server side. Also, magician eating 2 bombs in a row, unable to really kite this out. But Moru is still giving chase to magician, not gonna give up on magician. Wants him down immediately so they can get his second. And we see the change in skill into blink. I think Moru is playing really aggressive this time around. We see the trump card, and I mean, quite surprising for him to bring peepers actually, because knowing how well this survivors can kite, he still decides to bring peepers. But he was being very brutal just now, changing immediately to bring, not giving him the chance to kite this out.
Yes, the fact that he brought peepers, I think it did help him in the second floor when there was a lot of walls, and he just wants to be sure that he can get that downing very fast. So I think that's why he might have chose peepers over teleport.
I mean, this is a definite have to rescue already. We see the missed time bond on Moru's side. Will he be able to mind game this mercenary and not getting the double down, rescuing perfectly on mercenary side? Beloy might be continuing with this kite. He still has another two or one more magic wand, so he has to make this kite last right now. He is doing a pretty good kite, and no time bond at the moment. We see him getting the basic hit, and the next chair will be happening very soon.
Yeah, that was such a difficult rescue, because Chocho, you know that rescuing against magician is one of the most difficult characters to rescue, because his rescue is always slow. And actually, the good thing is that it still leaves the magician image on the chair after his rescue, which can definitely confuse the hunter for a nick of a second there. So that was a really nice rescue.
And Yuebang has to be careful right now, because his time bomb is gonna like prevent the ciphers from being continued. And cipher right now, nobody's decoding. It's just stagnant at 65%. Moru is trying to prevent Seni the Enchantress from coming for the rescue. This rescue Stanley has to come if okay. The thing is that if they're trying to go for the tie, which I believe not so anymore, because Mercenary has gone to the basement of the shack area to open up more chests, probably wishing for a straight hoping to get a strange actually. So Enchantress continue with this kite. I think just actually is just trying to play safe, trying to get for their dungeon maybe one escape or like the gate one escape as long as the cipher can pop. So we see the time bomb has already been used already because of the time, and Moru is trying to go back to see the ciphers whether it's going to be continued, because what Moru doesn't have anymore is trump card. He has changed his skill from people to blink, so he has no late game potential, but he has a very good chasing ability right now. Going back to ciphers, not knowing that nobody is there actually, but he has the tinnitus from the mercenary. I believe.
Yeah. He just finished healing, and because of the chip damage bomb, he cannot fully heal. But still, he finished quite a bit, so he can at least take 2 more bombs. That helps, and he's definitely going to try to finish the cipher machine while Enchantress is also running around. Or she should touch a cipher though before she gets crows. And now she's definitely going to this 5% machine, and nope. Moru denying that decoding from Enchantress and immediately deciding to just finish her around here.
I mean, this is looking pretty good for SG right now for their one escape, because oh no, getting the hit over the pallet, a bit of a mind game over there. I mean, what Enchantress could have done more safely was to stun the Hunter to prevent any hits from happening. I mean, the max she would have gotten would have been a bomb hit. So I think on Enchantress' side, she was a bit too conservative with her monkeys. But we see the pop on the cipher right now. Moru bring trump card as well as detention, a persona that none of us was actually expecting in this hospital map. But him going straight to back gate where Mercenary is. Mercenary's gonna hide it out instead of opening.
He has to, because now he doesn't really feel confident with 2 elbow pads yet. He wants to give Tenetos continue doing the hide and seek game, and now this elbow pad was crucial, and now luckily didn't get hit. But now Moro is going to be on him while Enchantress is still healing 70%.
And Bang using the elbow pad towards the T wall. Not too. Okay, so he used the elbow towards T-wall where there is no pallets, very little kiting ability. Especially right now, he has absolutely nothing, and we see the blink hit on the mercenary, so mercenary down immediately. We can see Moru gonna chair the mercenary right now, and we'll be going to front gate to see if there's any tinnitus, to see Enchantress is opening the gate or not. But we actually see Enchantress will most likely try and attempt to go to the dungeon instead of opening gates.
Yes, at this point, still with a bomb with detention that can go to the gates back and forth is a little bit dangerous, because, like you said, there's not much kiting area near the gates. Unless you are full health and you have all your items. But Enchantress only got 2 stuns left that are really small stuns. It's not even the 3 ape stun, and she just needs to play safe around this area.
And Moru's still unable to know where exactly Enchantress is. Will he be able to see it through the... No, he's unable to see the Enchantress. So, but the tinnitus will be popped up right now. He can see the blood trace of the Enchantress. Enchantress right in front of Moru's face. Will Moru be able to get the hit? Because right now Dungeon is not here. So Enchantress, all she could do right now is hopefully kite towards hospital and try to go. But the time, Moru does have a time bomb, so will he be able to use it? Oh! That basic hit on the Enchantress, and this is a definite 4 elimination on Moru MP side.
Wow, Moru coming in very strong. And also, he was not afraid really of going after the survivors, even though when he cannot see them, he's so confident about just feeling the ear mark, the tinnitus, the full presence really fast. Then that could be very scary, and the survivors cannot do anything. But yeah, it's really scary. We're gonna see what is going to be today's game. Let's go right into the match. Mad Penguins versus Sugar.
And right in front of him is actually the Explorer that's hiding and able to know where Explorer is from, hiding exactly, getting that chip damage and the basic hit. This is gonna be a vertical kite on MP's Explorer side. If Explorer is gonna get this instant down, this rescue would most likely not be happening. Will Stitches be able to get the Explorer, and Cerberus actually made it so. So 30 seconds into the match, we see Explorer already downed, and we'll be cheering at one of these teammate ciphers.
Wow, I cannot believe it. Explorer got so unlucky in the first seconds of the match, and now Patient is the one being cited. And the build here for Cerberus is going to be Trump card and Detention. Very similar build as the one Moru brought in the previous match.
I mean, this is not looking too good for the MP side. I would 100% think that it's gonna be a sell because there is no point in rescuing Explorer this time around because Explorer, firstly, he's brain tight this time around, so he doesn't have any second kite ability actually. So no point rescuing this one. Secondly, is that Explorer did not dig out any pitch, so rescuing him mean nothing actually, and you'll only just be letting out your tide. So the one less tight in the entire team comp. And what we are seeing right now is that all four of them, all four of them only explore about tight. So this means that this is the rest, the second kite has to count this time. The second kite must be at least a 3 to 4 ciphers kite.
Yes, they need to kite for at least 3 ciphers in able to make it count because this sculpture only got the first presence, hasn't got second presence yet, so they need to stop trying to avoid the full presence from Cerberus, but he's just swinging that in and forcing the acrobat to go to the hospital area, and he already got one ball to deal with, and we'll see here the statue stopping him from going to second floor. There's actually a very nice statue coming in from Cerberus, and the 2 chip damage at the same time. That is really scary Cerberus gameplay right here, putting on his second victim on a chair.
Oh my gosh, I'm not sure if you, but I saw it. I couldn't even see the statues clearly because of like all the animations that was going on with the acrobat, and suddenly the acrobat just down immediately. Like, the thing was that Cerberus predicted where the acrobat was gonna land, pushed him with the statues, and got him knocked down immediately. So excellent statue placements on Cerberus side. I was totally expecting this is looking extremely good for these survivors. Look at the ciphers. 2.5 still left, and we have 2 full bloods and 1 person that is already on the chair.
Yeah, this rescue is going to be crucial. We're going to see here the patient coming in, trying to make a rescue, but terror shot coming in from Cerberus. This is so aggressive gameplay right here. He completely denied the floorboard rescue and went right for a terror shock.
Yes, absolutely insane. Cerberus this time around in BO1 second half, he is really coming out really strong. 2 almost instant downs, 1 terror shock in the rescue, and Cypherus being absolutely not enough. This will definitely be a 4 elimination on an SG side. I was not expecting this. Not that I was underestimating Cerberus, but this was something that I was not expecting at all. Like, I was thinking there was gonna be a bit of a fight here, and because what MP really needed was just a 1 escape.
Yes, this is so dire right now for the survivors of MP. They're really trying to stay away as fast as they can here, dashing towards the hospital with the football LC, and now following the blood trade, and now just trying to deny this hospital for him, because if he goes into the hospital, there could be a possibility for kiting, but now he's using all his football to go into this ruins area, and now Cerberus still has blink on that he hasn't even used yet, but he doesn't even need it. He just got another hit and he swiftly changed to teleport.
Changing to teleport. He's yeah. I mean, this round is just like like the downing of the survivors right now. Cerberus will most likely not have he just will be playing normally right now. I mean, second skill is also opened. There really isn't much capability, but we see the accurate hook on Sirius patient side. That's one of the tricks for the patient. So it was pretty standard, and yeah, Cerberus will be going to chase the forward instead and just giving out patient that is in the hospital.
Yes, he probably knows he only has 1 hook left, so for him, he wants to just deny this decoding ciphers, and he feels very confident going into this ruins area as well, because that's the same area where he found the acrobat at first. And we'll see how a forward with only a quarter of football left, rugby ball left, then how's he gonna do this kite?
This is gonna be extremely difficult. This is almost 0% ball on LC side. Even though I know personally that LC is an amazing kiter. Even during this IVC, he has shown amazing kiting skills. But how is he supposed to kite this out? I mean, it's a second skill stop. That's one. He's half blood. He has no ball already, and ciphers are looking extremely difficult for the survivor side. So not expecting too much. But we see a very nice dodge on LC's forward. Will he be able to dodge another one? Yes, he did. And will be prolonging his kite further around Shaq, actually.
Yes, forward being one of the fastest vaulters in the game, he kind of can buy a little bit time more Cerberus. But guys, we're talking about a full presence Galatia. There's really not much you can do. And now he taking this chip damage, one more chip damage away. He really going around this area trying to get a pallet stand there, doing the mind game. But Cerberus went back and forth and just hit him right at the pallet. That was so close. What an amazing kite LC gave us, guys. We have to give kudos for that kite.
Definitely. LC, yeah, like him. It's like, okay, putting him in first kite, right? It's always so stable. The survivors in the stats itself, it showed that his kite would be enough, would be sufficient for a tie and above kind of match. But this time around, unfortunately, he is the forward, and it wasn't the first person that Cerberus caught his sight onto. In fact, it was the explorer. So, very unfortunate on the survivor side. Them trying to LC especially trying to bring back the match, allowing patient to decode entire cipher peacefully with no interruptions. Like, I mean, we can really see the servers just trying to fight this out. Will he be able to pick LC up? He manages to, and the kite will be prolonging even further this time.
He sacrificed himself to give the life to the forward. That is actually so amazing here because I thought he couldn't make it, and now forward is up to take this kite once again without the patient help at all. He has no items as well. And going to this second story building area that is the strongest kiting area in the map. Let's see how can forward kite around against the full presence Cerberus. Coming in very strong, trying to the mind game here, swinging a bit early. Coming into the back to the pallet again. This is just the dance between Cerberus and LC. Ooh, taking the hit and also the stun. Wow, that was taking the hit and also the statue, and they just decided to this because once again, Mad Penguins is 5 points and Sugar is also 5 points. So it's 5 versus 5s. And let's go right into the round 2 first half.
We see the hunter spawn at front gate, which means that at Geisha there's actually 2 persons being spawned. The LC, which is forward, as well as Ben, going straight towards center right now. He won't be going towards the anomaly, and we'll be seeing Ben straight away, which is the acrobat at shack area.
They're already putting the wax all the way there, putting the pallet down to just counter that wax, but he already got 80 wax count. And now look at the box there, like we're talking about the slow box to slow him a little bit more, while he also got a fireball. That is so much coordination here from the survivors, trying to stop Cerberus and slowing him down, and immediately changing to Anton. Anton is going to take the second kite.
And actually, we see the entomologist will most likely be coming with the bees. We see the bees being used right now, and we see the support on the entomologist side. And yeah, the chase will continue with Dancer. This place is actually pretty good. I mean, we are seeing the female Dancer continuously rotating around here, and Cerberus is trying to bait him this time around. Not gonna follow him from behind, and actually managed to bait him now. Anomaly right now has absolutely nothing to kite. Not nothing to kite. So let's see how it's gonna go.
Yeah, he immediately using that wax to just try not to get the pallet down, but now Blink will be forced, and then Anton going to the slow music box area and deciding to just dance away Cerberus. He's breaking these boxes because he knows this is going to definitely bite him back later if he doesn't do it. So he's doing some cleanup here, going to the second floor. I think he believes the dancer is around this area. He just wants to get the whole vision of where the survivor is. And now dancer coming in with the beast from entomologist helping out.
I mean, entomologist right now is almost close to 0 already, but we see very nice support. Because of this support, a female dancer can actually kite this out very well, and we see anomaly kiting away from this area already because there is the basement. It's not ideal to allow hunter to cherry at basement because the camping of the chairs will be extremely difficult, rescuing wise as well. So right now we see anomaly continue his kite at 3 pallet, not interrupting any of the ciphers. So ciphers right now are progressing very fast. The 3 cipher kite.
Yes, amazing kite here from not only the dancer but also the support with entomologists, and the acrobat was helping also in the beginning. And now we see another helper here is the forward with the mini stun right there, getting the full wax and hit there. So wow, forcing the ball away and going all the way to the second floor. Now there is actually no survivor in the vicinity that is injured, so he's gonna have to go immediately for the acrobat.
Chasing the acrobat right now might not be the best choice, but honestly, right now Cerberus also had no other choice because it was so difficult to get the female dancer down, especially with forwards OB just now. We could see it. If he didn't get the hit on forward, then it would have been like a continuous OB because Hunter already used his blink. But then
Yes,
if he
we
goes hits
see.
the but then if he goes hit the forward, then the female dancer is gonna run away. So the best he could do is to chase the acrobat, but it's at graveyard. Yeah.
Wow, graveyard is such a hard spot for Cerberus because all these walls and all these graveyard. Oh, nice mind game there from Cerberus, and now Ban is gonna come down here on this area, which is actually one of the best areas for him to be because everyone else is decoding all the way very far. And I think at this point, Acrobat came to this area on purpose to try to get away Cerberus from the ciphers.
And we see that the first chair has already happened. Ciphers are pretty much it. Once Ben gets rescued safely by LC, we see LC really rotating from the back. Cerberus knew that there is tinnitus and knew exactly that forward will be coming for the rescue. And we see a bit of a mind game here, field mind game actually.
Yes, we see now there is going to be a little body block right here from the forward. That was really well timed. And now Acrobat will need to go away while the forward waiting for the wax and now making use of the ability just to hit him down. And it will be the first chair for the forward while Acrobat already ran away.
It seems to be the acrobat will be the one that will be priming the gate, and female dancer will be priming the cipher. Entomology is coming for the rescue, which is the safest option for sure. And then getting the rescue very safely and without tight though, but we see the down and the cipher will now be popped. 4-man detention period. Will Cerberus be able to get at least a 1 kill or if not, a tie possible?
Yes, using the beast here to block the pallet and still waiting the blink right there. He didn't decide to blink yet because he knew there was the beast also. So now Entomology is going for this kite again. 50% wax, 100% wax, going for the hot wax and now getting the hit with the tension while everyone is already at the gate, and it will be a 3-man escape for Mad Penguins.
Deja vu once again. I mean, got J against BL Survivors. Also got a 3 escape at the same map. Also, Acrobat was kiting at Ever Sleeping's graveyard, and that a potato in BL actually also did the same. So it seems to be that graveyard, save rescue, and everything possible. Also, Embalmer at Ever Sleeping Town. Absolutely crazy also. Embalmer is amazing at Ever Sleeping, and right now we'll be going into BO2 second out of the match with Soy and Chocho here.
Wow, we see already Moru coming in from the middle, and we bump first into Sugar Daddy. We'll see if he sees him or not, because Sugar Daddy might be hiding. And then, yeah, at the window, playing that window, yeah, just decided to vault immediately. Didn't play any mind game on Moru.
Getting the hit pretty early into the game also. 40 seconds inside. Cypher's decoding process is not too much. Right now it has been slowed because of a hit on the Embalmer, and looking at Sugar Daddy's kiting route, it seems to be that he's gonna be dying right now. And no, we see the support on the Seer side, but will he be able to kite it out? Because him running to this pallet has no kiting potential actually. He should have went to the pallet behind him instead. Put on that pallet and then continue kiting. Right now him coming here is almost like a dead zone.
Yes, definitely. It's going to be very difficult getting full wax and also hit. There's a coughing in place, so that could be the saving grace here, Chocho. So nobody needs to come all the way here to rescue because everyone is busy on the ciphers. Non-cipher has been popped yet. Everyone is focused still, and we'll see what is going to be the strategy. And it is going to be to just revive himself.
Sugar Daddy, I believe he tried to die nearer, much inside the graveyard, because he wanted to make the hunter chair longer and chair further from his coffin, but I believe that's not gonna happen. Also, Sugar Daddy has a small tide and unable to really kite it out. He's just gonna go back to the graveyard alley area. Really unfortunate, because I feel like the time that him sitting on the chair would have been much longer compared to him embalming himself and Hunter walking there and just getting the down again.
Yes, we see there's still now going to be 3 ciphers remaining, and it's going to be the Embalmer's second chair. The first one, he got rescued himself, so nobody got any hit. However, the Moru has already full presence from all this, Chocho.
And right now I believe nobody will be coming for the rescue. right now. And the next person that will be nearest to Moru will be Yue Bang.
Yue Bang is here luring the hunter away a little bit early though, because Moru was deciding to camp in Balmer. And at the same time, we see the Seer also transitioning to another cipher. And we're going to see how long can Yue Bang kite with a full football. Moru hasn't really forced the ball yet. So he's just throwing hot wax at him, getting that hot wax damage. And now forward will be pushed to use almost half his ball.
And Yue Bang really has to cut it out at least two ciphers at least. Make sure that 4 ciphers in total have been popped, because the thing about Wax Artist's second skill, what's so scary about it is the camping of the chair. It's so difficult to rescue. Most of the time I've seen all those top tier teams, when it comes to second skill Wax Artist rescue, they will come with 2 other people. Yeah, so 2 person coming for rescue. Because the double down or like unable to rescue situation is very common against a second skill Wax Artist. If Moru is able to play it out perfectly, then it might be a potential 4 kill on Moru's side.
As we see, he already sees the cipher shaking and decides to wax the cipher, forcing the Seer to get away from there, afraid to give any damage, get any damage hit from this full presence Moru, and is going to be up for the Acrobat to make this rescue happen. He's actually a little bit far, so he's going to take his time, while Moru already knows the dungeon is going to be at the middle. There's still 1 whole cipher remaining, Chocho, so it's actually quite dangerous for the survivors here.
Yeah, and also I feel like Seer shouldn't even have stayed at the cipher anymore. The cipher is almost prime also. He should have went around to decode another cipher, because there is no point in Moru there is a point in Moru trying to lock that cipher continuously each time it is no longer locked, you know? And which only means that almost the entire time went forward, is trying
Terror shock!
A terror shock. So this is exactly what we've been talking about, Soy. So like the second skill of a Wax Artist, not just Moru, just a Wax Artist, is crazy. The camping of the chair, this is the thing that will happen, and Moru able to perfectly execute it is a plus point for MP side.
Yes, and also the fact that he's blocking these windows is very high IQ here from Moru, coming in very aggressive. He's not giving them any chance to loop him around, using all his wax, not saving wax at all. He's just using them all. And now the Seer without an owl is going to have a hard time cutting this hot wax area. He's still not getting normal hit. He just wants to wax him completely, getting the hot wax on, still juking that hit, and will get first damage. And then Moru is just going to farm him, going all the way, tunnel him, all the way to graveyard.
And we also see that Moru's only skill that he used and brought to this game is teleport, right? And this just also means that he has very strong confidence in his own in his own chasing ability. And in this match, it really did show. And yeah, it seems it will most likely be a potential for elimination for Sugar Team time around. So right now it will just be a slow game finding the Acrobat and downing him, but I believe Moru has already seen the blood trace. Oh no, he's trying to mind game him, thinking that he's gonna come to the 11 area, but he's not. He's going to a spade gate. So a nice mind game on Nana's side, and Moru unable to really spot out Acrobat's the figure of Acrobat actually going to the spade gate.
Yes, there's no even a chance for Dungeon at this point. Seer just utilized his self-heal, and now with no more self-heal, we have to see how long the Acrobat can take this kite. He's using the ball, really nice jump over there with the black ball, and now going to this window pallet area. The pallet is already down. He might be able to take a dash. He did that, and now Moru is going to go all the way for this looping area a little bit here. Nana taking the hot wax hit, and that was such an amazing stuffing coming in for a full presence Wax Artist Moru.
And Acrobat already used its self-heal already, so Moru just need to focus on Sani. As long as Sani is down, nobody has self-heal in the entire map itself, so it will be a definite for elimination. And yes, that seems to be so.
Yes, that puts definitely Moru all kills. Just to refresh everyone's mind, MP right now is on the lead with 13 points, and Sugar has 7 points only. So Sugar is definitely feeling the pressure, but let's get right into Lakeside Village with Moru and Sugar survivors.
We see Moru actually getting a spawn at the front gate area, and will be going towards the center area. However, there's nobody at the toilet area because Sandy, the person that was spawning at the lakeside area, he actually rotated towards straight away to the big boat area. So Hunter was unable to catch sight of Sandy, and will be giving chase to the magician Yuebang, which will be taking the kite right now.
Yeah, the persona build is going to be trump card and detention, a very common persona that we see for the hunters in today's matches. First, illusion will be used here just to stop Moru from going as smooth as he should have done before, because he's forced to break that illusion, but he deciding not to waste time here since he feels like he's getting looped. So now he's just going for Sugar's daddy first officer.
I mean, Magician also didn't tell the teammates that the hunter was already not chasing anymore, so that kind of gave Sugar Daddy gave a chance for Moru to give the chip damage to Sugar Daddy. Sugar Daddy probably gonna kite this out with this first officer. I mean, first, like Sugar Daddy's first officer, he is an S-batch first officer, so I'm expecting a very good kite on his side. And after using the first watch, Moru has to find an opportunity to get the chip damage and the basic hit so that Sugar Daddy can't second kite, because once the next time watch is ready, is gonna prolong the kite even further. Right now it's 1 minute 30 seconds into the match, and we see the blink on the Cyber side and a blink on Moru's side, and immediate down on the first officer.
Ooh, now going to try to harass a little bit the magician, putting that statue, almost trying to scare him, but no, Moru going to focus on this first chair because time is very important in this match, and Moru is going against the time as well because there's already 2 minutes in the match, Chocho.
And we see the wanted order on the prospector, and Sandy seems to be the one that will be coming for the rescue. Oh no, but we see Yuebang sneaking behind, probably gonna get a free rescue.
They're going to try to steal the first officer here, and then 2 survivor rescue is going to be very effective here. Getting a free rescue, nice illusion there coming from the first officer. Magician also in the vicinity. I believe Moru is just going to deciding which target to go to. So this is actually not looking good right now for the hunter. So we're gonna.
And we can see that we'll be going back into the match. Moru definitely can't find the first officer anymore. The next person that's nearest to him is Yuebang, but he's not giving line of sight to Moru at all. Moru is trying to, like we've mentioned before, this shouldn't be the case anymore. Moru can't go and find Sugar Daddy anymore, because the Sugar Daddy right now is all the way at the big boat area, and he has no idea where he is exactly. This is a bet on Moru's side. Moru should have just gone for the next survivor already. There is really no point in him trying to find Sugar Daddy. It's gonna be so hurtful. I mean, not hurtful, but it's gonna hurt a lot for Moru survivors if Sugar Team actually gets a full escape.
Totally agree with you. And now there is going to be a second time kiting here for the magician, taking the first chisel and also the hit. That was an extremely fast down here and coming in from Moru, while Enchantress is trying to decode on the back of Moru right next to the chair. That is actually extremely risky right now. She should not be doing that, because if she gets too early found, then she will probably could be stuffed by the rescue. So very difficult situation here for Enchantress. She needs to buy some extra time, get closer to the chair, and try to not get any damage, because this could be detrimental for her rescue. But now taking the hit dash and going half blood rescue.
Getting the rescue most likely, and able to get the rescue. Will he get the rescue? Yes, he managed to get the rescue with the 3 stun monkey stuns and able to get the rescue. And magician right now unable to make the second kite last with the magic wands. So I feel that SG got a little bit too relaxed already, especially when Sugar Daddy couldn't be found. And we see the second steel statue hit on Enchantress, and Enchantress will be down at one of those last ciphers.
Yeah, that was an amazing second skill statue right there coming in from Moru. Camping this magician has resulted in a really good deal for Moru, because now he gets control of that cipher and that enchantress. So he's getting that control back, the kind of control that he has having before but lost for a little bit, and now he's coming back very strong. Toto, we see here a super second skill Moru coming in, going to try to stop this rescue definitely from the prospector.
And like, it's just quite a turn of events actually, because initially it was Moru's side. After that, losing the first officer, it would have been a rescue.
Wow, the
Amazing.
Enchantress stand up and he just hit her again, and so she used her self-heal, and now is the Prospector coming in for the harassing after rescuing the Magician. This is definitely going to be a little bit hassle for Moru, getting away 3 magnets, one after another on Moru, but now Moru has to focus on this kite, and it's going to be here the Magician's turn. Only one chip damage away. It's going to be extremely difficult to kite around using the blink, and it was kind of like a little bit short there, and you're going to go to this hut area to continue the kite.
I'm really hoping that Yuebang can make this kite count, you know. But unfortunately, getting that hit while he was using the magic wand, it will be a down for the survivor side. And picking up the Enchantress also, I felt that the survivors, especially prospectors, should have just forced the cipher at 11 because the cipher was already at 70%. And if he actually forced it out, it could have potentially allowed the pop to happen. A 4-man detention.
Oh, they just popped it. They just popped it. That was so swiftly. 3 survivors up, and there is now Moru here. We pretty sure he got detention, so we're gonna see whether he can get anyone that is in the vicinity.
And right now, Moru just need a 2 kill, so 1 more kill more to allow MP to win the entire match itself. So if Moru is able to keep 1 more stay here instead of getting a 3 escape, that would be great. But we see a detention on Moru's Sculptor. Nana has 1 more magnet to use. Will she be able to make this work?
Yeah, the Prospector coming in for the stun, getting that stun. Actually, that's playing with fire, playing with more with attention. It's like playing with fire. And Enchantress got the gate open, and the first officer using the watch is gonna be very scary here because now that he utilized the watch, he still needs to manage to get closer to the gate in order to escape this detention. Moru, this is very dangerous, guys, very clutch. Prospector coming in from the back, also trying to aid. This is going to be a Prospector Enchantress trying to harass Moru from picking up that first officer.
I'm not so sure whether I didn't catch the detail, but was Moru trying to that he had any intention to chase the first officer, because first officer already used his watch already, and during when the gate was being opened. So not too sure what really happened there, because if Sugar Daddy actually manages to use the first officer watch effectively, I'm not too sure whether during detention period it is already not effective, the Tide Turner period, but I have to go get more research on that. But if the Tide Turner is still possible while you're using the watch, then I feel that Sugar Daddy should have just went for the gate. That's one. Second thing is that if Sugar Daddy wasn't being chased at all or in Moru's vision, why did he use the watch so early into the match? Because if he manages to bait Moru and then think that he is at this location when in fact he is not, then it could have been a potential 3 escape because Prospector had 1 more magnet to use.